Good. Hi, guys.
Hi.
So we'll just chitter chat for a few minutes while people are coming in. And thanks to you guys who watched the replay. So Jen and I were talking just now about how if you go to someone's channel from Google Chrome, you can't see their community tab. And I did not know that. That's messed up. But yeah, when I'm trying to make sure that I stick to someone's channel, I will go through and I will like about 10 or 12 things on their community tab. And then I will find a couple I'm interested in and I will make a comment.
That's a good idea.
It's supposed to help stick you to them too, because you're another form of communication. I think that's one of the things maybe Tuber Chat mentioned one time, which I thought was cool. So hello,
hey, Yvonne.
How are you?
Yeah, I need to get back in there. I've not. Every time he goes live, I'm at work lately, and I
haven't been catching them lately either. I don't know.
And I haven't had time to watch his replays either.
I was live when he was live from my other channel. So there's that. But yeah. Hello, Dahlia.
Hey, Dahlia.
So today my guest is Jen from Sassy Southern NC Girl. And of course she knows me from Gail Southern Living. No, not first.
No, I think
that's confusing, but
I can't remember if I met you first on Gail Southern Living or your craft channel that you had before.
Yeah, I had an old channel called Southern Sandy Crafts that I closed.
Yeah.
And in turn, I turned my coupon channel into a craft and coupon channel.
I think I found Gail Southern Living first, and then I found Gail's coupons. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think my first dive into the crafted community was the Rose Life was doing that challenge, Gain Plus Share.
Yeah.
I found some channels that way, and there was an initial 4 or 5 that I found. Of course, it grew from there.
Yeah.
But I think Candace was one of them, though, that was following that. Hello, let's see who else Naz Lover, welcome in. Luana Blankenship, Simply Jan Homestead, hello. Hi, guys. All righty. So I'm going to go ahead and start in with the questions. Are you ready, Jen?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Why did you start your YouTube channel?
So originally, I was a planner. Well, I'm still a planner, but back in, I want to say 2014, because I already had a YouTube channel where I would watch videos, but not I wasn't really into YouTube. And then my sister and I started doing pretty planning. She started telling me, hey, you should go watch this person and you should go watch this person. And her and I would FaceTime and we would decorate our planners together. And so I started watching other people and I was like, I can do that. I can do this on YouTube. So originally I started doing it and I would share my planning video.
Hi, down home. That's cool. Yeah. I started because of I wanted to get chickens and I started watching Becky's Homestead who did a lot of stuff about chickens. So I started in the chicken.
Yeah, I like watching.
And this channel is in the homesteading genre, though I just live in a small city. I do not live in the country.
Yeah.
But I do have chickens. I do gardening and cooking and prepping and all that, stuff like that. So I do stuff in that category, but I don't do everything that they do. But I try to keep up, but I fell far behind most of them. But anyway, how long have you had your YouTube channel? Hello, down home.
So I guess since I've been doing actual videos to share with the public, so 2014-ish to now. So what's that, 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. But I really only have been actively trying to grow my channel for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Because before I was really just doing it for myself, for fun.
Yeah. When you get your mindset to do it, it can happen. I mean, it's a formula. It definitely happened quicker with this channel than my other channel.
Yeah.
The formula, you can kind of follow it, but you're going to have to also work a little bit outside the lines, because it's not everybody that follows me here follows me there.
Yeah.
You know, and I expect that, because it's a different stuff. But what is your favorite craft thing to do? And you might have already answered that question. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It kind of changes. Like, when I first kind of moved to doing crafts and not so much the planning part of my video, I was doing more like, and I wasn't even doing it on this channel per se. It was just when I moved more into paper crafting. I was doing like swaps. There's this website, it's called swapbot.com. And they would do like ATC swaps, pocket letters, all kinds of different paper crafting things. And so that's how I kind of got more into paper crafting. And then the thing that got me, I guess, trying to grow my channel was, it was actually a collaboration that that I was invited to do, and it was decorating. I want to say it was decorating a mailbox for Valentine's Day, like altering stuff. And so I really like altering stuff now.
Like, maybe DIY might be.
Yeah, but I don't do it often. But I think I enjoy that the most, but because it takes so much time sometimes, and with working a full-time job and my kids
have just supplies there, you know, like I like to have things here to where if I decide today I want to make a wreath, guess what? I already have the wreath, the glue, the flowers, extra little goodies, ribbon. You know, I have everything I need to make it. Thank you, down home. That's sweet. Welcome in, Crystal Crochet Cubby Home. I have to stop and look at things, or I'll say it all wrong. Let's see what my next question is. Let's see. Do you have any special plans for your channel this year? I know you have a lot of collaborations going on. Do you have any special plans?
Just really trying to get into a rhythm. Like,
Melody.
I started hey Melody. I started the collabs to try to get myself on a schedule, to be honest. I don't even do my own collaborations every week.
I missed my scrapbook Tuesday once already. And it's funny because Addie did it, but I didn't. I was like,
honestly, at first I felt guilty when I did that. But
I do feel guilty.
But I don't feel guilty anymore because, like you said, other people will still do it and keep it going. And so if I have to miss a week for whatever reason, I don't feel bad. And if nobody does it, that it is what it is. But
it's just one of those things. Yeah.
But honestly, I really just did it for myself, to keep myself on a schedule. And if nobody else does it, I'm okay with that. It's just, I'm trying to hold myself accountable. And
it's supposed to be where they can come in and come out with it.
Yes, exactly.
I do want to put yours all in front of me and join some of them. I really do. Just me too. I was like, I know when Jen's are. I need to use some of them. But I am right now. I'm working on my Valentine tree is done, but I found some ornaments I want to add to it that I have to paint and everything and decorate. So I'm going to do that.
I'm a terrible procrastinator. I still haven't done mine for my own collab. So
well, I don't want. I've had terrible luck with waiting to the last minute on videos lately. So I have part of that videotape, but I want to get in and work on my hearts. I have this board up here is reminding myself of things I have to do.
That's
and
a good idea.
I need to write that. I need to write that down. Write that down. Let's see.
Hey, Carrie Ann.
What state are you in now?
So I am currently in Kentucky, although I actually live on the Tennessee side of base, but everybody on post has a Kentucky address.
Hi, Carrie Ann.
because the base is right on the Kentucky-Tennessee line. And so half of the base is in Tennessee and half of the base is in Kentucky.
Do they think you have more of a Tennessee accent or more of a North Carolina accent? Because to me, it sounds North Carolina still.
I don't know. Honestly, I've never had. I think because this is still kind of considered Southern a little bit. They don't really. They never really asked me where I'm from. I think maybe they just think I am from here. Like, unless nobody really asked.
It's a little extra thing that Carolina people do, I've noticed, and I think it's there.
Yeah.
So, but
It's
hello,
unique.
Maritza. How are you? Yeah, Maritza, you never did send me your address, girl.
I am at Fort Campbell, down home. Fort Campbell.
All right, let's see what's next. She's probably wondering. That's for my other channel. She's probably like, well, what are you talking about? Oh, thank you, Melody. That's sweet. Thank you for the super sticker. She's so sweet.
She is sweet.
I know your husband is in the military.
Mm-hmm.
What all cool places have you got to live?
So the first duty station was in Colorado. We were at Fort Carson in Colorado Springs, and that was the hardest base because that was my first time away from home. It was on the other side of the country. It was hard. That was really hard. I was 8 months pregnant when we moved with my youngest son. That was a terrible move. It was beautiful there, don't get me wrong, and we saw a lot of really cool places while we lived there. But yeah, I wouldn't do that again. And then after that, we actually went back home to North Carolina for a couple of years, and we were at Fort Bragg.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't live on base. It's a military housing, but it's kind of halfway between the base and there's another. I can't remember the other city. I always forget the name of it, but it started with a W. But anyway, it was a city called Cameron, and the military housing was there. So we didn't actually live on base, but we lived in military housing, if that makes sense. And then after that, we moved to Maryland. My husband got stationed at Walter Reed, the new Walter Reed, not the old one. There's actually two.
How long were you there?
We were there for 4 years, but they did not have military housing for us there because it wasn't an actual base. It was a hospital. And so we lived in Silver Springs, and it was terrible because there was a lot of crime. I was always terrified living there.
Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland was scary.
That would be similar to living in Rhode Island, I'm guessing, because it's in the New England area. And I did 5.5 years in Rhode Island myself.
I don't know. I went home to North Carolina every weekend because my husband had, of course, custody, time with his daughter. And so I would go pick up my stepdaughter, and the drive was horrible. The traffic because I had to drive through Virginia. It was terrible. I hated that too. And then we moved to Germany, which was really cool.
Germany, yeah.
Yeah, we were in Germany for 3 years. Yeah, almost 3 years. And we traveled to a lot of really cool places. But when COVID happened, obviously our traveling got shut down. And so a lot of the places that we had planned to go, we never were able to go because by the time
planned to go on a cruise the year.
No, yeah.
Well, we ended up going to Montana instead because that's where my sister-in-law lives, and that was fun. Hello, Ariel, and who else did I see? And Carl.
Oh, that's cool, Carrie Ann. Yeah. Was your dad what branch was your father in? Yeah, COVID messed up a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things. But
Hi, Autumn.
It's okay. I mean, it is what it is. And then now we're at Fort Campbell. So
Fort Campbell.
Hi, Melody. Thanks for hanging out.
What kind of job do you do? You don't have to say the company, but just type of work.
I actually work on base. I work for the government. I work for the Army.
Paperwork or like grocery store.
I do medical billing for because a lot of the
we have that in common. I used to do some medical.
A lot of our the patients here are retired, and they have like a supplemental insurance, not Medicare, because we can't, being on a military base, we can't receive money from another government entity like Medicare or Medicaid. So it has to be a commercial insurance. But if they have a commercial insurance like Aetna or Blue Cross Blue Shield or whatever, I do that kind of billing. So we bill them as the primary, and then anything else the government picks up. So
yeah,
my dad was in the Air Force too, Carrie Ann.
Yeah, my dad wasn't. He did do the, what do you call it, the
like reserves.
He did reserves. Yeah, he did do that. How many kids do you have?
So I have 4 biological and 1 stepdaughter. So 5 total.
Well, how old's the oldest one and how old's the youngest one?
The oldest one turned 30 in December, and the youngest one will be 15 in August.
Wow.
It's a big spread, yeah.
That's a spread for sure. Let's see, I'm going to come back to that one. Well, I did kind of ask some of this, but I don't know if you went into exactly how long you've been paper crafting.
When did I start doing that? I want to say I started doing it in like maybe 2013.
Yeah.
I started paper crafting.
It's a while.
Yeah.
I started kind of really more like scrapbooking stuff, and then I started following people. I was watching Candace make the altar paper clips. So I tried that, and then I was watching Cake and Craft with Billy make the butterfly. So I tried that, and I don't know who I first saw the pocket letter thing from, but I've had to try that too. So
the pocket letter thing's been around for a really long time, but a lot of people got into it like really strong, and the person who started it was even doing her own swaps, and then it kind of went away for a little while, and now it seems like maybe it's coming back a little bit.
Anything new you want to try for this year in crafting that you haven't done before? And then I'll tell you what my thing is that I want to try.
I actually already started kind of doing more with watercolors, which because of Tanya Side Gig Crafts is doing that weekly watercolor Wednesday, and I had used watercolors before, but not really to paint. Like I would use it like on my ATCs a little bit and stuff like that.
How would you say? Let's see, Kiki's laugh. Okay, I just had to think about it for a second. Thank you for the compliment on my hat. I like to wear hats once in a while.
It is it's a very cool. I love anything that's plaid.
Yeah. I just have a few different little hats. I want to try the, it's on my Amazon wish list, the crocodile thing where you poke the hole and you put the little eyelet and then you can.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I want to try that. I want to try that. So that's on my list. I think probably will end up getting that out of my income tax money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have a Cricut I don't know how to use. So the equipment has to be simple enough that I can use it.
I love my Cricut and I know how to use my Cricut, but I don't use my Cricut enough.
It's class to teach me how. It's literally sitting there collecting dust.
Yeah.
I feel bad. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I'm not.
There's a lot of very simple YouTube videos that you can watch to practice and like do small things.
I think I just need to get in there and mess with it.
Yeah.
Just maybe pick your knot. What I was doing was I was going through the paper pad and picking what I thought was the ugliest piece of paper in there. And I was using that because I figure if I screw it up, just what's the ugliest piece in this pad? And there's always one that you're like, not my favorite.
Yeah, so that's true.
That one and you screw up, and it still might be usable.
There's a lot of free,
somebody else might like the way it looks.
There's a lot of free card free card designs in Design Studio that you can do that are very simple, and that the machine cuts it all out for you. You just put it all together. That might be something you could start with.
Cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make the most. I mean, I have a bulletin board of the most beautiful cards, and I'm like, how do they get things so straight? Hello, Stace. I don't know how they get things so straight. Everything I do is.
You got to use what a paper cutter or your Cricut. I have the manual paper cutters. I use that a lot to get straight lines.
Yeah. I have some of that stuff. Like my husband bought me the thing that you pull it down like that. I have that, but I need to kind of dig my craft room out of the mess. But I have about half the table I can work on, and I can go in there and work now, but it just hurts my brain. So I usually pull out what I need and put it into the kitchen and do it where it's clean and neat. I can't. Funny. The mess just messes with my creativity. So I was going to ask you a few questions, not about crafting.
Okay.
What series are you addicted to on TV right now? Is there anything?
Oh my gosh. That's a funny question because I love Criminal Minds, and I had always watched Criminal Minds because I don't know if anybody knows me, they know. Well, they recently probably know because I really honestly didn't talk about it a whole lot before until this year. I love true crime. Like I listen to podcasts. I watch Forensic Files, like even the old ones. Like I'll watch them over and over and over.
We're on Bones right now.
I was watching Criminal Minds, but I started from the beginning because on Paramount Plus they put the whole series because they started the Criminal Minds Evolution on It's like only on Paramount Plus. So I went back to the very beginning of Criminal Minds and watched the whole thing to get myself caught up. So that's what and my husband and I just started watching The Last of Us on HBO Max.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's based off a video game. It's like an end of the world, kind of like apocalyptic thing. It's really good. I didn't think I would like it because I've watched The Walking Dead and I was like, oh, not another like show like that. But it's not. It's different. It's different. I like it a lot.
Yeah. My husband and I have quite a few different shows we watch. We watch a little bit of everything. Right now it's Bones, The Flash. What's the other one? Oh, we started watching that 90s show.
That's a funny show, yeah.
I didn't think I would like it, but I catch myself just
sorry, y'all, my dog. He hears stuff outside and is just like the neighborhood watch.
What is your favorite kind of music?
Music? Honestly, I really like country a lot. I listen to a lot of religious stuff. I have a playlist that I listen to at work. I like 80s, I guess, probably the most because it's I don't know. I like new music. Sometimes it depends.
I haven't. My town is so small, I can't even get like current music.
We have Apple Music, so I just listen on Apple Music, and sometimes I'll listen to stuff. And of course, I have younger kids, and so they want to play stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I like that. What is that? And so I'll add that to my playlist. But like, I don't actively like seek out new music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I kind of like a little bit of everything too.
Or if I hear something in a movie or a TV show.
I try to listen to Christian mostly because it seems like if I keep that in my brain, then other things stay out of my brain. It's so weird because I used to totally get mad at my parents, like, why won't you just let me listen to whatever I want?
Me too.
You
didn't. Now I get it. As an adult, I totally get it.
It's putting things into your brain that you don't need in your brain. Sadness, sex.
Yep.
Drugs, alcohol,
so that's
whatever, any of that. Pick one. So yeah, and I know that, and I listen to other music too. I mean, the other day I got addicted to listening to Chandelier with Sia, and I know what that song is about. It's about alcohol addiction, So, but it's a beautiful song.
Yeah,
And the way she dances in the video, it's so cool. I mean, it just is so full of emotion. But I mean, I did grow up with some alcoholism, so that would
Yeah.
kind of understand why I would kind of like that song. But
Jack, come here.
If you could go anywhere on vacation and money was not an issue, where would you go?
Honestly, even though I've already been there, I want to go back to Paris. I really want to go back to Paris.
Hey, Paris is never wrong, even if you've been there before.
But I also would really love to go to Australia.
Yeah, Australia has been on my list. Yeah, Australia. I watched movies of just the way it looks outside there, and I thought, oh, it's so beautiful.
It really does. It looks really. I've wanted to go to Australia since I was a teenager. Yeah.
You know how in the crafting world they talk about what is your crafting style? What is your quilting style?
Honestly, I'll always laugh when not laugh, but like I'm like so all over the place. I just do whatever I'm feeling. So I have to be in a mood to craft in the first place. And so I guess if you really had to pick, I guess I'm kind of just simple. I don't have a particular thing I gravitate towards. It's just especially if I'm making it for somebody, honestly, I really try to make it for the person who I'm sending it to. So I guess I would just say that it's just whatever I'm feeling in the moment of when I'm making something.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Jack.
Oh.
Here.
Yeah, so your dog?
My dog is ridiculous, y'all. He's like the neighborhood watch.
Aw, so cute.
He's so bad.
Aw. He's cute.
He hears the kids outside playing and he barks at them. He wants to be out there chasing them. And
aw.
He's 2.5 almost.
2.5.
Say hi, Jack.
Cute face.
All right. Stop barking.
Vaughn put up little heart face. Heart. Okay, so every time I do questions, my husband always gets to throw in a question or two.
Okay.
Well, this one came from my husband. He says, okay, because you've lived on all these different bases and maybe in a different country, he says, did that maybe affect your crafting style some because you've lived different places? Do you think that affected it at all? I guess that was his question.
Yeah, a little bit. Honestly, I started liking gnomes when we were in Germany because they have that a lot there. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that it necessarily changed like my crafting style, but I guess I'm a little bit more open-minded as far as like things that I never thought I liked before. Like I kind of like, oh, that's really cool. And sometimes I can see things and I'm like, oh, I know where that came from because I've seen a lot of it over there. And so it makes things make a little bit more sense, I think. As to why we like some of the things that we like over here, because a lot of it came from over there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did. I mean, because if you look at where we're ordering it from, you know,
exactly,
more and more. There's always one question on my list that I'm always not sure if I should ask.
You can ask me anything. I'm.
So this is the question. So in your What's Going On Wednesday, you mentioned that you were having a biopsy. Did you get the results back on that yet?
I did. And I actually, I posted my video late this week, so a lot of people might not have seen it. I did get my results back. They were precancerous. But I need to call them because I can't get into they uploaded the results into my medical file online and I can't get into it because I guess I missed the activation window for getting my account. because a lot of the words she was using were kind of over my head a little bit, even though I've done like medical stuff for years
Did
now.
you use the word benign or malignant? Because
They
those
didn't use either one of those words. It was she used the word, and that's why I wanted to go in there. I might have gotten written. Nope, here it is. She used the words.
Sorry, my nose itches.
Sorry, I'm taking a minute. Actinic keratosis, which I looked it up, and it says that it's a precancer, not a skin cancer yet, but like a certain percentage of those type of skin areas can develop into skin cancer, and because they don't know which ones will and which ones won't, they remove them all. But because it's like a not cancer yet, so it's like a surface precancerous area, normally the biopsy itself removes the area of concern.
Yeah.
But she did tell me that if I notice anything weird about the spots, or and I have to go every year to have it looked at just in case, because it still could. But one of mine is getting infected right now. My husband's a nurse, so he's been, but I can tell that he's a little worried about it. So we're just cleaning it every day and keeping an eye on it. And I don't know if it's something I did or if it's something related. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on it. But yeah, so that was what happened with that. So I'm really glad.
The thing is just keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah, I just have to kind of keep an eye on it.
Be fine.
But I had other spots too. Like I guess you're not supposed to have moles on your hands or your feet. She said that those are weird areas, and I have them on both. And so she told me I have to keep an eye on that, because she said those are unusual places.
Are they going to remove those too?
No, she said just
the ones on the
keep an eye on them. Just keep coming in every year and let her or someone else, if we leave here, look at them to check them. But she said the only, she told me just to keep an eye on them, and if they start changing or like getting bigger or anything weird, to call. But yeah, I just basically it's like just keep an eye on it kind of thing. So I was very thankful for that.
So once a year, huh?
That's once a year, yeah. And this is honestly the first time I've ever been and had a full body dermatology thing. So I'm glad I went.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I haven't been to one in a while. I had a kind of like a skin taggy thing around on my knee-ish area that kept getting scraped, and it kind of hurt. So they took that off, and
Yeah. And I didn't know this, but those can be cancerous too. So
yeah, they biopsied it. It came out okay, but that's probably something I should probably go have some stuff.
Yeah, I kind of think everybody should, especially if you have been in your lifetime out in the sun a lot, or went to tanning beds. See, I went to tanning beds a lot in my early 20s.
Ooh, yeah.
And, just probably done anything like that, you really should go.
I was 20s or 30s. I can't remember. I think I had a little spot during the 20s and a little spot during the 30s where I did that.
Yeah.
For a little while, not like years, but like, through those wild and woolly days. We got our tan, and we got our nails done, and we bought our outfit at the mall, and that was a thing. What hobbies do you have other than crafting? Do you have anything else you do besides crafting?
Yeah, I don't consider planning to be crafting, even though a lot of people like me. I do the pretty kind of planning. I don't just do regular planning. I like to do that. Bible journaling is another hobby that I have that's not really crafting per se. But honestly, that's it. I really don't have a lot of time to do. I used to read a lot, but I just really
lucky if you get time for that hobby, right? That's
like I try to make time for the stuff that that kind of gives me calm and peace, and those things more so than reading. I do have a lot of audiobooks, but I never have time to listen to them. So
Yeah, I listened. I got hooked last year. I was listening to this one lady, and I went back and listened to all the Little House on the Prairie books. At the end, I was like, I really want to listen to something else. So let's see what she has available. So, and I think the lady's name was Beverly Wolfe, and she's here on YouTube, and her voice is easy to listen to.
I love Little House on the Prairie.
And so then right after that, she started Anne of Green Gables.
Oh, okay.
And she only worked her way to a certain point.
Yeah.
So then I started watching it on Netflix, which it was good, but somewhat different.
Yeah.
Then my husband bought the series. We haven't finished it yet. He bought a different series of a different Anne of Green Gables. We haven't finished watching that yet. We kind of were watching them real good, and then we stopped. So now we need to start back. But so I was working on that series, and then at some point bought the books where I could read them for myself and get to the end,
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait a little while. Hello, Anne Marie, Big Dreams, Tiny Budget. Welcome in. And Our Treasured Home, Nancy. I think Jim was talking. I didn't want to stop her. So
no, you're fine.
I kept pulling up Nancy, and I was like, I don't want to forget Nancy. Do you have any craft projects you're working on right now?
I do.
Swaps or challenges.
I haven't pulled out.
We know you got to.
I have the Valentine tree, but that's not really because you're just decorating. I'm doing I'm working on a wreath that I'm going to do for Crafty Thursday, and then I had some things I was going to do for Christmas.
Maybe I'll do that when I get ready to do your Thursday. I'll do my wreath because I
bought the bee and the beehive wreath form from Dollar Tree, and I want to put them together.
A bee would be a great wreath. It'd be a great general wreath to hang up on the front door between your holidays.
I have so much bee stuff that I've collected that I actually do a bee theme in my like on my tier trays and stuff. I'm a little obsessed with bees a little bit still, even though a lot of people
I have some bee stuff in my room.
I recently, I want to say in the last 2 years, obsessed with bees and strawberries, and I've always liked the lemon theme. I
did buy the strawberry dye.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I need to go and work with it again.
When I get a bigger one, I have a teeny tiny one.
Yeah, mine's like an inch, but it has the back part, and then it has the little chocolate part, and then the stem, and you can make it look like it's in chocolate or dipped in something.
That's cute. Yeah.
Those
are good. That size, those are good things to put like on ATCs or in pocket letters or.
Pocket letter. That would be a neat pocket letter. Yeah, that'd be a great pocket letter.
I love pocket letters, and I kind of like doing the mini ones where you cut across, and because you can because they're perforated, you can cut them into threes and do mini ones, because I have a lot more time to do mini ones than I do the bigger ones. Yeah. So I think that would be cute to do. Like, I wish somebody would do a pocket letter collaboration. I just feel like I'm doing so much right now. I don't really want to do it myself because I don't want to stretch myself too thin. But I think that.
You mean like a pocket letter swap thing?
Yeah. Where because
it wouldn't be too hard. You just gather the names,
right,
put them in a hat, and you draw.
Yeah.
Like last year, Donna and I did the die cut swap.
Yeah.
That was a cool idea too, a die cut swap, because you get just like a ton of dies from cuts from somebody else. And I was just in there going, ooh, because
I did a die cut swap with somebody. I can't remember. It was like when I first got on YouTube, like seriously. But because I was in Germany, I didn't get a lot of mine. I guess some of them got lost. So I was kind of bummed out about that, but
yeah, I liked, the Anne with the knee. Yeah, I liked that. I wish they had not taken it off, because the TV series kind of rushed through the Anne and Gilbert romance too much for me. Whereas in the book, she was kind of hardcore for a while and made him wait, And in the series, they tried to go too fast, and that's why the series drag out these romances so long, like Bones and Castle, and there's tons of shows where they do that. They drag it out forever. Hello, Janice.
Yep, for sure.
So, do you have any questions for me?
I don't. I think you. I actually, one of the questions I was going to answer, you answered last week. So
Yeah.
I don't think I do. I think I.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most people would think that I've pretty much lived in Texas my whole life, but I lived in Rhode Island. I lived in Oklahoma. I lived in Mississippi for a very tiny period of time.
Oh, wow.
So I've lived in a few states, and then I visited. I like traveling. So every year, last year, we went to Tennessee, but I didn't know you then.
Yeah.
But I did meet Joy Blessed Life and the Storyteller. They're both.
Yeah. I actually follow her, Joy Blessed Life. She posts a lot of stuff from Gatlinburg, and I love Gatlinburg. I went there as a teenager, and it's beautiful there.
My friend, my sister-in-law was following her real closely. I didn't know her too much, but when she found out I was coming, she wanted to meet. So I'm like, sure. See, we've got to know each other actually more since the meeting, but we were running around anyway, so it didn't really.
Yeah.
We just sat down and had a conversation with the four of us. It was actually, I think it was, for some reason, I want to say it was cold that day.
Probably. It's cold right now here. It's very cold.
But that would be summer. That's weird. I don't know. It seemed like it was cold. It seemed like she was all bundled up and everything.
Really?
So, I don't know. Summer? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, in the mountain area, sometimes it can be a little bit cooler.
We were staying in Siversville, where Billy Parton's from. We stayed in that area, and we hung out there and we did the dinner show. And the crime museum, and we did a race car track, and
I want to go back and do some of that stuff. We were actually there in December for a soccer tournament, but we didn't.
Cade's Cove, I think. Cade's Cove, like a mountain pass thing.
Yeah.
Yep. We did that. There was a bunch of old old houses and stuff. Really, really old antique looking houses that we saw out there. And that was a neat trip. I've been wanting to go to Tennessee forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool places in Tennessee.
Now, definitely, maybe even next on my list, I want to do the big, huge redwood trees in California.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I've seen pictures of people that have been there, and I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. So that's on my list for sure. I don't know what else is on my list.
I definitely want to go to California. I've only had a layover in California. I've never actually visited. I want to go to the Grand Canyon.
I have done the Grand Canyon. My husband's grandma used to live there. She passed away. I had a feeling something was coming. So I said, we need to go see your grandma. And so we took the girls up there and we went to the Grand Canyon first. She said, go ahead and go to the Grand Canyon first and then come back through. So that's what we did. And she pretty much stayed at home during the day. She didn't really want to do the running around part. But we spent every night, we played Ruby Q with her and games and stuff. And she would bake us up a nice dinner. And we just had a really good time with her. And I'm so glad we went because that'll be a good memory for the girls. And I just had a feeling, but we pretty much visited all his family, but one aunt and uncle set we do still need to go see, and they live in Utah.
Okay.
Which we have been. I've been to Utah twice for a mission trip. My husband went on a mission trip one time, so he's been there. But going on a mission trip is not the same as going on vacation.
Yeah, true.
For anybody who's been on a mission trip, you know that. It's a group agenda. So.
Yosemite. I have not been to Yosemite, but I would love to go.
No, that'd be nice. I went to Montana to see my sister-in-law. I'm trying to think. Oh, I think actually Vermont. was on my list.
Vermont, yeah.
When I lived in Rhode Island, my ex-mother-in-law and all her friends, they used to go on these trips to Vermont. And of course I wasn't invited because I was young and right. So but I always like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. What did they do up there? It sounds so cool. And so that's always been in my mind as somewhere to go. But
you want to go?
I just wanted to go. Nobody can tell me I can't go to Vermont.
That's right.
So
That's right.
That's still on my list. But I haven't been to the New England area in a while. But since I moved away from there, I have been there to visit a couple of times. But it's and in that area, I really, really loved Connecticut.
Sorry, Connecticut. My dog is driving me insane. He's so loud. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much all I have for today, Miss.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yep.
Sorry, I forgot and we were late.
No big deal. I said, maybe I better call her, because to time difference and everything. And
yeah. Well, I'm Central Time too. It's been a crazy week.
You are, I didn't know. Well, that makes sense.
And then we had some stuff this weekend that I was not expecting to have, and it slipped my mind.
Thank you, Dahlia. Hello, Carlene Vesser. Hello, Alfonso.
Hey, everybody. Sorry, I missed everybody. I was
a couple of new ones just popped in a few minutes ago. Yeah. Where's Yosemite at? I don't even know.
I don't know either, to be honest.
I've been to Vegas. I've done Vegas.
Me too. I've been to Vegas. I love Vegas.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas. I did the Hello Jody pontoon fishing. How are you? I did the Hoover Dam, the casino. We stayed with his uncle who were older, so they had this really awesome pool at their condo. So to me, that was just as nice as anything, just to be able to get in the pool any time that you want. So that was great.
Yeah, I wish I had a pool.
I'm so easy to please. Ooh, a pool every day? What?
Pool, hot tub. Give me a hot tub and I'll be in heaven.
I think they had that too. Yeah, it was nice. So that was a nice place. Get a link to Jen's channel. Yeah, I can throw one up real quick. If I have a mod, you can throw it up, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up myself. Let's see. I'll make sure my volume's down. I don't want my phone to make any noise. If you have something you want to talk about for a sec.
Yosemite is in California, Yvonne says.
Oh, California. Are there any states you still want to visit?
Yeah. I still want to go to California. I want to
go to Texas?
I do. My husband loves Texas. He actually wanted to get stationed in Texas. He actually was just in San Antonio for a week. He had a conference he had to go to for work. And he was there. If
he ever brings you, let me know.
Oh, I will. He said, I really wish you were here.
Like Dallas or something. We could
San Antonio.
Stay at a hotel or something.
He's been there quite a few times. He had when he was in nursing school that he was there in San Antonio, and I do want to go to Texas. I want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I want to go to Alaska, but in the summer. I'm not a cold weather girl.
Neither. God, this cold has been killing me. Okay, I'm getting this up, Anne Marie. If somebody else hadn't beat me to it.
I haven't seen it.
I just threw it up. Let's see. Some of you people, I thought you already were mods, so that's kind of interesting. Here, you get a blue dress, and you get a blue dress. There you go. Okay, I got her link up now.
Tons of mosquitoes in Alaska in the summer. We have mosquitoes here too. It's okay. I'm used to mosquitoes. I'm from the south.
A creek, so mosquitoes are literally a thing here.
Yeah, we have a ton.
I'm dying for it to get warm so I can start gardening.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to try tomatoes again this year. I tried to make, because I don't really have it's not really feasible for me to do a garden living on post, but I did try to grow tomatoes last year, but I had a lot of problems with bugs because I was trying to do it in the house. And it got so bad, I finally just chucked them because I couldn't deal with.
I can help you with that one.
Okay.
When you're buying, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice.
That's
When
okay.
you're buying your potting soil, find one that says specifically for indoor, because
Okay.
you want one that doesn't have the bugs, because the stuff from outside will have bugs in it.
Oh, okay. Good to
So
know.
if you buy one, a potting soil that's for indoor planting specifically, it won't have the bugs in it.
Okay. Because I bought 2 of those what is it, the rocket tomato things from Dollar Tree. I bought 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try to, because I love tomatoes. And last year I bought basil, tomatoes, strawberries.
Do you plant them? Do you do any outside?
I don't, because for 2 reasons. One, I don't really want to go out there and like dig up in the yard here. But my dog, that's where he goes to the bathroom and stuff. And so I don't, yeah, me too, Dahlia. I do not have a green thumb, but to be fair, the stuff I was doing in the house last year was actually doing really well until the bugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think I'd still actually have them now, and they probably would be producing stuff this year, but I couldn't deal with the bugs.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah. Well, somebody had told me the same thing. Like if you're starting plants indoors, they told me that a long time ago. So I'm just really passing on what I heard.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Hello, Sharon. How are you? I was just watching your video right before I started today. She has a challenge going on.
I saw that. I think Brian, B&D Crafts, I saw him post out, and I was making a mental note to go watch.
She also has one with her friends that's a $60 giveaway. So
I think that's the one Brian posted.
Different things going on right now.
Oh, okay. There's 2. Okay.
2 different things. Yep.
Go check that out. Mm-hmm. I try to watch your video where you post what's going on every week so I can.
Yes. And I think that one was supposed to come out this morning. But what I haven't done yet, but I think I'm going to start doing is this. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little video like that for this channel too.
Okay.
Because that way I could separate the gardening and cooking and, seeds and, things that are more homestead type, and put those and use the same hashtag, but post it over here. So it wouldn't be so confusing and people over here could find it. Yeah. So I think I might do that, carry over the collab into both sides.
That's a good idea.
And so, because I had a video I was going to do for this, I was going to do for the other channel, but I thought, no, it really makes more sense. And I wanted to post all the seed swaps, seed winnings, there's like literally multiple things going on with seeds right now. And people who want seeds, I'm not even going to have to buy any seeds because I joined Seed Swap. What? I spent $4.50 to send 6 packs of seeds to Indiana Backyard Gardener, and I really only needed to send 3.
Right.
And and out of that $4.50, I'm gonna get every single solitary thing I need.
That's awesome.
Because she said, I have all the stuff you need. I'm like, oh, what?
That's really awesome.
So that'll work out. So yeah, seed swaps are awesome. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it for today. Hopefully you guys got her link there in the description box. I am going to try to get Nightbot set up. I'll try to throw yours up one more time.
I'll do that too.
So I did notice that someone typed the word drop, and that is a command for Nightbot. So once I get that set up.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the video I'm going to do for those of you in the homesteading community, it's called #WhatNewCollab23. So I've been doing it over on the crafting channel, but I'm going to make a little video. It'll be a 1 or 2 minute video, and it'll be screenshots where I've typed out, say Jen's having a collab. I type out all the details, and then in the description box is the link to her video. Same thing with this thing. Every gardening collab, every seed collab, every cooking collab, everything I hear about, canning, whatever, I'll put them in a thing and I'll put it out for everybody as I find it out from people. I have to be in the know. I have to be in the know. So if you know of anything coming out, let me know and I'll try to post it in that week's videos. So. Sounds good. All right. Thank you for coming up, Jen.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Hey, there's Tuber Chat.
Tuber Chat comes in right as we're ready to leave.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, we were. We talked about Tuber Chat today. Tuber Chat, when's your next live? When you're going live again? Hello, Hooga Homestead. I hate that you have to say here. Well, I guess I could wait 4 more minutes to hit the actual 1 hour point. Right. What did you name your dog?
My dog is named Jack. So he was born September 1st, and my daughter loves Jack, Nightmare Before Christmas, and so we named him Jack after Jack Skellington because it's close to Halloween. Did
you see that bag I picked out from WISKF? The bags.
No, I did not.
A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, I did watch it. Yes.
And that's for my stepdaughter. All of us, I didn't know that I would like it when we first got together. But then they made me watch it and I'm like, this is a really cute movie.
It was cute. It was not what I thought it was going to be.
No, I was like,
even though it was
like dogging Christmas? Are you going dark on Christmas? What is this?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not that at all.
Yeah, because I'm not a huge Halloween fan or whatever, but it was cute. It was cute.
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
He said he's going live late Tuesday evening. Good. I might actually catch that one because I'm usually at work when he goes live.
How are you? Yeah. Awesome. Well, we both were saying how we keep missing you lately, missing your lives, not on purpose, but
no, not on purpose because I'm back in there. I
don't know what it is, but lately when I go in there, I will go in and I'll make comments on people's videos, and they just treat me like a leper, and they don't even come back to me. I don't know what it is.
That's not good.
I know it didn't used to be like that, but I've not had Kevin. I'm not having a good time lately. I don't know what's going on.
I was doing good in there, but then just life happened, and I
don't know if you've hit the wall, but I mean there are people in there that don't know me, and I'm picking out ones that I know I don't know, but I'm just I don't know. That's why sometimes I take a little break and then try again. But and then there'll be ones that come to me a couple of days later that were in that list. So took another weekend off. Well, we all need breaks. We all definitely need breaks for sure. So
definitely.
But yeah, most of the time it's highly effective. But this last couple of times they just treat me like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back in there this week and see what I can do because I've definitely slacked. I have not been going to people's channels and doing stuff, so I need to get back in.
Yeah, I've been commenting to people. I've been going to people's videos from my comment section. That's how I've been doing it lately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but when you very first start out in Tuber Chat, you just grow like that quickly. It slows down a little the longer you've been in there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but if people who went into Tuber Chat would share and everybody would share on the community tab, they would bring new people in, and those people, once they got the hang of it would be new friends with you, and then it would we keep going. So people have to keep sharing
Yeah.
to be effective.
Yeah.
Which is why even if I go in on one channel, I try to share from both channels.
Yeah.
To help, because it's different genres, different people.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for coming in, and nice chatting with you, Jen.
Yeah. Thank you for having me again. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you for coming in.